welcome to the show. I'm here with Fox as always, and today we got some awesome pieces we're going to be talking about. So Fox, tell us about this first piece we got.
All right, so when we started this process about a little over a year ago, we had no idea where we were going with it. It was one of our first attempts at getting autograph pieces by people, the big guests at the Comic-Con conventions and such. In Smallville, the Smallville Comic-Con in Hutchinson, Kansas. That's where I grew up, actually. Brandon Routh was there, and we did a couple pieces with him, and this was one of the pieces that we did to have him sign it. And then these are for sale, usually, is how we do it, and we sell them at the conventions. However, this one didn't sell at that time.
Okay, so it's still available for sale. So take us through the process. What made you come up with this design for this one to get autographed?
Well, so normally how I do things is I work off a commission base, but every now and then when I have a lapse in commissions and I have a little bit of time where I'm prepping for a convention that I'm getting ready to go to, what I'll do is I'll look to see who's going to be there.
Okay.
For this one in particular, we saw that Brandon Routh was going to be there, and Robert Brake, who was he was one of the Night Kings for Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So we did one of each. I did 3 pieces total. I did the Night King one, which you can see on our website, crimsonfoxstudios.com, or you can go to the facebook.com/Crimson Fox Studios. And so we did one for him, and then I did another one that was it was just a Superman pull apart, where he rips his shirt off, and the big ass is showing. And Brandon signed the front of that one, and so we did like a hover box, a holograph, like a shadow box.
Yeah. Okay.
So the autograph kind of floated over.
Okay, that's cool.
That one sold almost immediately, as well as the Night King one. And then Brandon took this one and then looked at it. How it worked is, like I said, I look at people who are the big people that are going to be at the convention. I usually choose 2, and I'll do a piece for them. Brandon Routh was the big guest, and so I did a couple pieces for him. I went through, looked at a bunch of different images online that I thought would work perfectly for what I wanted to do to convey a Brandon Routh and Superman. So I found this image, and it was already kind of done this way, and so I did a lot of the repeat process on glass for it. Left a big groove over, so if you look right over here where the autograph actually is, there's a big spot that I left open for him to sign specifically.
Oh, okay.
And then once that's done, then I have to decide how I want to do the frame. And sometimes the frame idea comes very quickly, sometimes it doesn't. On this one, we kept it really simple. We did the Superman symbol here on the left-hand side. Just really simple, really easy, and then we left it out. And once we got it signed, we put it together, and then let we let Brandon sign it.
Yeah.
And then we left it out for other people to see. It just ended up not being a piece that someone wanted.
Well, that's super cool. I think it's super cool to get your artwork autographed by the celebrity. That's a super cool thing.
It was really awesome how it worked too. So as it was standing in line, kind of there were a lot of people that were meeting him. I'll be honest, I thought he was going to be a douche when I looked at him. I was like, I think he's like 6'3", so he was kind of tall. He had that coral hair.
Yeah.
Like it was like really long, and he kept flipping it out of his face. And so when we're standing in line, I'm talking to other people, and when we get up there, and they have handlers. If you've never been to a convention, all of the famous people or the celebrities or whoever they are, they have handlers that you usually hand your stuff to, and then they hand it over to the celebrity to do whatever, or if they're getting ready to take a picture with you. Anyway, so I handed the piece to the handler, and the handler handed it over to Brandon. He never even looked up at the time, and he was finishing signing the one piece. He'd taken a picture with some people, and he turns around and he goes, "Oh, that's me," and sat there and was looking at it and admiring it. And he's like, "Man, where did you buy this?"
Yeah.
And I said, "I didn't. I painted that." And he's like, "Oh, that's amazing." So he's like, "So what am I doing with this?" And I was like, "I'd like you to sign that blank spot there." And so as he's signing it, I took pictures of it because there in Hutch, they didn't have a problem with you taking pictures of the celebrities signing it as your certificate of authenticity. Most other conventions that I'm starting to find will not let you take pictures of the celebrity.
Yeah, they're a little stingy with that stuff.
So you have to take it to Beckett to get it authenticated, and then it makes it a challenge for me because I can't put the piece together and have them sign it. I have to have them sign it and then put the piece together and finish it that weekend, and then take it to go get authenticated because the piece has to be together completely before they'll authenticate it.
Right.
Anyways, as he was looking at the piece, he was really enjoying it. He started signing it. He had an issue with the pen to get the sign. And I was like, oh, man, don't worry about it. Just get that. And he's like, no, man, good art deserves to have, make it look good.
Yeah.
So he erases his signature, and he actually spends his time to get the good signature.
That's awesome.
And great guy. Shook my hand. Was talking to him. Amazing dude. A lot smaller physically than I thought he would be. But I guess when he did Superman in 2006, that was 13 years ago.
Yeah, lots changed.
Yeah. So that was a fun piece to do. It just happens to be one that I have left. If we had any others, I would be showing those off. Usually any of the autograph ones that I do at the conventions, they sell out the convention.
Right.
And there's nothing I can do about it. One of the other things that I wanted to discuss was if you're interested in seeing some of the other stuff we've done, like I said, I did the Robert Brake, who was the Night King. Mm-hmm. We did another Brandon Routh piece. I've also done a Captain Kirk piece with William Shatner. And we did a Robert Englund with Freddy Krueger.
Oh, cool.
So those right now are the ones that we've done. I wanted to do Tom Holland a couple weeks ago when we went to the Utah Salt Lake City FanX. Unfortunately, they did pre-sales and we missed out on it. Yeah. And then I had another one I was going to do for Jason Momoa, and we ended up not going to that convention. So it's a challenge. It's always a challenge when you're trying to figure out who's going to be there and then figure out how you're going to pay for it. Yeah. So like Tom Holland's autograph was $225. Whew. Yeah. Jeez. And the scary part of it is, well, can I justify the piece of my art with their signature, and is someone going to pay that?
Right.
Otherwise, then it just becomes my property, and I get to hang on to it until someone buys it.
Right.
And that like this one, it ended up being a challenge. Luckily for me, Brandon Routh only charged $50 for the autograph, so I think that the actual fee, the price for this piece was $150.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with all the videos and projects we'll be working on. And also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and our website at www.crimsonfoxstudios.com.